G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd have a look at digital decoders, the Scorpius ones I've got in cars at the moment. This one is the first one I've ever installed in a Gen 1 chip in a NSR McLaren. You can see the capacitors and the ferrite man on the top of the motor there. You need all those to suppress the noise that comes from the motors, because the chip needs, well, I guess that's just what it needs. And the one I've got at the front here, that's not overly necessary, but when I originally fitted it to the car, it's something I saw in the manual, so I thought I'd fit it just to be safe, and it's been okay since then. This is my favourite car to run digital, and this one here is a later model chip, and you can see by the capacitors and the ferrite on the motor here, I've done a lot better job than here. That's a bit messy, but still works. That's a lot neater. So I will be making up 3 more of these, because I've got 3 more decoders coming this week. I managed to pick up new and second hand from America, so looking forward to getting those in cars. So let's put this together now. So basically you need 4 capacitors, which is 2 and 2, and 1 ferrite per decoder, and you put it together in a jigsaw puzzle type thing, which I'll show you in a second. So I've got 12 capacitors and 3 ferrites there, so I'll arrange them now and solder them into place. So this is how you sort of lay them out to get them in the configuration. They've got to be soldered together. So they eventually look like this. But a little bit messy right now, so we have to twist all the legs together. And the 2 top arms actually get soldered to the corner of the motor. And the wires from the decoder go to the 2 legs above the ferrite, like that, just there. Yeah, it's pretty simple as such, but just a matter of putting it all together. Okay, so that's all together now. I'll cut these excess wires off. Doesn't look pretty, but that basically, these 2 wires here go to the motor on the car. The 2 long ones go to the opposite end of the actual motor itself, and your wires from decoder go to positive and negative on those 2 little wires just above the ferrite. Haha, it's a good day yesterday. Postie came with a package for me, which consisted of some decoders that I've been waiting for, and it turns out 2 are brand new in packet. So these are going to go in cars. So I'll chuck the one in the small bag in a car first. So I'm going to put the first chip in the NSR Corvette. It's been chipped before, so it's already got the hole for the sensor and the capacitors and ferrite on the motor already, so it's just a quick soldering job. So we'll go from there and see how we go. So I want to mount the, I'll put this up closer. I want to mount the chip probably back there close to the motor, so the wires haven't got far to go. Then the issue with that is I might actually have to mount it there forward of the interior. So if we sit that there, just so I get a gauge of how this is going to look. Yeah, that might work. No, there's probably more room at the back, I reckon, behind the interior. I don't want to take it out because it's part of the car and the looks, but ideally to get the best clearance I would take it out. But I want to try and work around that. So, okay, so I'm going to stick a bit of blue tack under here to stick it to the chassis. We don't want to move. I think I've got it pretty well positioned now, so I want to put that on there, right in front of the motor. Just give it a little push down. Hopefully that'll sit properly, but anyway, that's going to give good clearance behind the interior. So I'm going to have to extend the guide wires, which is fine because I've got some new wire there, just so they've got room to move as the car turns. So I'll do that now. So now we'll put the eyelets into the guide. So now we're going to solder the wires onto the motor. I'll put that piece of paper there to stop anything falling into the motor that doesn't need to be there. We don't want that happening. All this on. Done. One. There we go. So I'll just tidy that up a little bit and we should be good to test on the track. Okay, so we're ready to test now. So we want to turn the controller on. There we go. So I'm on ID 6, spare 3. Obviously there's no connection between the car and the chip because it hasn't been paired. So what we want to do first is set the car ID and pin. So we go to menu, set car ID and pin, remove the car, back on track, button, and it works, haha! So what we'll do is we'll bring it around and I'm going to update the firmware on the chip because it's probably factory version and I want to get a later version on there so I make sure it does everything it needs to. So that's going from a non-chip car to a chip car. Okay, so we're going to flash the chip to version 5. So it says remove the car from track for 10 seconds, replace it, then press OK. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. That's upgraded to version 5 now. That's the best version of the decoder for Gen 1 there is.